That's would have been a great intro.
Hello.
You probably have to hold it while we're moving.
I might have to, but so we're doing a movie haul. I will have to hold it. Love that. So first on the list, this is a library movie haul, mind you. I don't buy movies, I check them out. Okay, so first up, Missing Link. So here's the blurb. Hugh Jackman is Sir Lionel Frost, a brave and dashing adventurer who considers himself to be the world's foremost investigator of myths and monsters. The trouble is no one else seems to agree. Zach Galifianakis is Mr. Link. As species goes, he's as endangered as they get. He's possibly the last of his kind. He's lonely and he believes that Sir Lionel is the one man alive who can help him. Along with the independent and resourceful Adelina Fortnite, voiced by Zoe Saldana, who possesses the only known map to the group's secret destination, the unlikely trio embarks on a riotous roller coaster ride of a journey to seek out Link's distant relatives in the fabled Valley of Shangri-La. I've already seen this. It's a really good movie. Wes has not seen it. Super duper excited. Next up, Watership Down. So with this passion project, screenwriter, producer, and director Martin Rosen brilliantly achieved what had been thought nearly impossible. A faithful big screen adaptation of Richard Adams' classic British dystopian novel about a community of rabbits under terrible threat from modern forces, with its naturalistic hand-drawn animation, dreamily expressionistic touches, gorgeously bucolic background design, and elegant voice work from such superb English actors as John Hurt, Ralph Richardson, Richard Briers, and Denholm Elliott. Watership Down is an emotionally arresting, dark-toned allegory about freedom and political turmoil. Super excited about that one. Have not seen it, but I've heard really good things about it. The director, I think, who did Water Dogs? Wait, no, not Water Dogs.
Isle of Dogs?
No. It's something dogs. Remember the dogs who escaped that experimental facility? And it was this old dog and this younger dog, and one was like very hopeful and one was very mopey.
Yes.
I think the same dude did that.
That was depressing. He loves some depressing ass animation.
But it was beautiful.
It was gorgeous, but it was so depressing.
The next one I have is called Phantom of the Paradise. Paul Williams wrote the acclaimed score for this musical horror classic and stars as an evil record tycoon haunted and taunted by the disfigured composer Winslow Leach, whom he once wronged. Cheered by the Los Angeles Times as a delightful, outrageous visual triumph, and also starring Jessica Harper and Garrett Graham, this hilarious send-up of the glam rock era is pure entertainment from beginning to end. So I'm guessing it'll have like a Rocky Horror Picture Show vibe. Next up, classic, Hoodwinked.
Banger!
I have seen this movie countless times. Wanted to see it again. If you don't know, now you're gonna know. So you think you know the story? Stop it. So you think you know the story of the Little Red Riding Hood? Don't be too sure. One of your favorite fairy tales is turned upside down and inside out in what the LA Times called high-energy, imaginative entertainment. With irreverent storytelling, spunk, and wit, Hoodwink delivers a comedy caper for the young at heart, and everyone in between. When the police arrive at Granny's cottage in the woods to answer a domestic disturbance call, it looks like just another open and shut case. But Red, Granny, the big bad wolf, and the woodsman are not your usual suspects, as they have their own dark secrets, willy deceptions, and conflicting accounts of the crime. Together, they must put aside their differences and find their own original twist on Happily Ever After in this, quote, raucous, genre-busting, animated gem. This is an animated gem. It's an incredible movie.
I cannot wait.
It is a testament to early 2000s animation. It is not bad animation, but it's like, it's raw. I'll say that much. Next up is
Low budget.
Stalker, a film by Andrei Tarkovsky. One of Andrei Tarkovsky's films, Stalker is an unforgettable film experience that evokes the spiritual lucidity of Carl Dreyer and the unbridled imagination of Philip K. Dick. Since its release in 1979, Stalker has inspired filmmakers as diverse as David Lynch and Steven Spielberg, and ensnared audiences in a labyrinth of striking imaginary, revealing the familiar and the strange, the poetic and the disturbing, and the mythic in the mordant. In the near future, an unseen alien force has taken possession of an area of Russian wilderness that authorities have dubbed the Zone. The only thing known for sure about the region is that few who enter it ever return. Led by a stalker, one of a small group of outlaws able to safely navigate the zone, a renegade scientist, and a cynical, burnt-out writer penetrate the dangers outside in search of the power and transcendence rumored to exist inside. The stalker longs to undo a mysterious physical transformation the Zone has performed on his young daughter. The scientist will risk anything to see that reason triumphs over faith. The writer seeks a germ of inspiration that the crumbling and corrupt world beyond the Zone no longer provides. Together, these three men become desperate pilgrims walking a desolate trail leading to one of the most enigmatic and tantalizing endings in the history of cinema. That is a big sell, I'll say. So they've got a lot to live up to with that blurb. A haunting and honest meditation on the intersection of science, feeling, and faith, Stalker is both profoundly unsettling and deeply moving. Quite excited about that one. Next up, Salem's Lot. Sinister events bring together a writer fascinated with an old hilltop house, a suave antiques dealer whose expertise goes beyond bric-a-brac, and the dealer's mysterious pale-skinned partner in Salem's Lot, a blood-curdling shocker based on King's novel and directed by Tobe Hooper, also the director of Poltergeist.
I think I've seen this
The
one.
ultimate in terror. I've never. Next up is a warm December with Sidney Poitier. Yeah, Poitier. A new city, a new life. Dr. Matt Younger has a lot to look forward to during his stay in London. As it turns out, events exceed his hopes. This lonely American widower receives a new chance at love. Sidney Poitier plays Younger and directs this tender story of unexpected love and the shadow that hangs over it. Willowy Esther Anderson is Catherine, a stranger who seeks Younger's help in eluding a man and mysteriously slips away. Why is someone stalking her? What connects her to the man with the scarred face? The answers, like the romantic feelings between Younger and Catherine, unfold bit by bit. Filmed largely in and around glorious London, A Warm December becomes a bewitching travelogue of two hearts. I didn't realize he also directed it. And the last one that we have is The Cell. That is Jennifer Lopez that you see on the cover. Jennifer Lopez takes a terrifying journey into the mind of a killer in this chilling, critically acclaimed psychological thriller. When a serial killer, Vincent D'Onofrio, falls into a coma before his last victim can be found, a child therapist must use an experimental treatment to enter his mind and learn his secrets before it is too late. The visually haunting world threatens her very existence when she becomes trapped by the terror inside. Bum, bum, bum! Now, an FBI agent, Vince Vaughn, must rescue her from the killer's nightmare mind before he too is lost to the twisted world forever. What is that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? You were right the first time. 8 movies that I will watch in full.